Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 41 of this chess puzzle run series on chess.com here, where you can follow along with me and solve these puzzles as I solve them. So, if at any time you need more time to think, just pause the video. But it looks like black has just moved here with h5, checking our king, and that pawn is protected by this knight. So that kind of limits the options here. So what would be best for white to do here? Kind of interesting situation. We can't move back because of the rook. We could move over here to h4. That could lead to a check by the knight, maybe capturing this pawn. So the king is really limited. There are only a few options. King to g5 or king to h4 here. Does it make a difference where the king moves? And remember, whenever you're being checked, there are three options. Run away, block the attacker, or capture the attacking piece. But here we cannot capture. We can't block because the pawn is right next to the king, of course. So that leaves the option of running. But where should we go? Does it make a difference? King to g5 or king to h4? If we go to g5, is that a mate? It would allow a check here, but then the king could move back down to here. That could lead to another check, but we could capture the rook. All right, so what do you think in this position? I don't know. It's kind of tricky. If we move the king to h4, the knight could just check us. We could capture this pawn. But then, the rook could move in here and attack. So, well, I don't know. It does not look good. If we move here, probably this move, and that is not the one. All right, well, let's go back and take a look at what we should have done. The only other option is to move here, I thought. Okay, what did I miss? Interesting. Okay, our king is in check. Oh, I guess we could move over here as well. All right. Well, that is the move that they wanted. And, what do we do after that? Do we just push forward here? There's a threat coming of the king moving in possibly and then threatening a mate. So, no, this is tricky stuff. Do we just push forward here? Not sure what would be best here. This was a tough one, I think. Do we just develop a knight? If the king is threatening to come up here, do we just capture? I don't know. This one is giving me problems. All right. Let's take a look here. The threat is that this pawn is going to be pushed forward here, threatening a checkmate, but the king would have to move up here first to protect this f pawn. So, I don't know, do we just capture this? You know, then if the king moves up, we can check with the rook and capture the other pawn. All right, so this move is made. How do we continue on here? Now there's a threat of mate here with rook to g5. Okay, so what do we do next? Is there a way to stop that? We have to push this pawn forward. Push the pawn forward to stop this mate. All right, now do we have to just keep attacking here? All right, well, I don't know. That one was kind of tough, I think. I hope you did better than I did. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, what did we have here? A knight just moved up to help protect the king because the queen is threatening, you know, possible check, but the king could jump into this hole here. All right. Well, let's take a look at this check here. So, check. All right, now we can't continue. We could just move forward here and threaten this mate. Is that the best thing to do? Or should we just go here and threaten a mate? But we're going to have to fight off checks here. So, how do we continue the attack? All right. Well, it looks like the king is kind of protected in there. If we move our rook, well, can we just go here? But then, you know, he could check us. We would have to block. Or do we just go down to here maybe? Then the queen could check us. So, I don't know. It's not looking too good. Oh, okay. Sacrifice the queen. All right. Took me a little while to find that. I hope you found it quicker than I did. Sometimes it's hard to see the queen sacrifices. All right. Let's move on here and see what happens in this next puzzle. Okay, a pawn is pushed forward, attacking our knight. What can we do here? Do we just move that knight, or do we have some type of attack? All right, well, we are attacking the queen, but if we capture, the rook would come down and check, and then the knight would have to block, and it would be mate. So that is not good. Let's see. Our queen could swoop down here with check. That looks to be the move there. Check, and now we can capture. Or can we? Yes, we can. All right. And now we can just block with the knight. All right. Well, I hope you found that one. Let's move on. I'll try and do 2 more problems. That way this video is not too long. All right. The knight has jumped in here to e2. What is that doing? You know, it could threaten knight captures on g3 with check, but we could just capture that. All right, what do we have available here? Well, do we just capture the pawn here on g7? We could try that. Then the king cannot capture, so the rook, if the rook captures, then we just capture the other rook here. So that is a possibility. All right, well, that looks to be the move. Pause the video if you want to look further, but I'm thinking rook captures on g7. If this rook comes down here, well, we probably want to try and promote this. So let's look at the material. We're behind. We have, let's see, 4, 5 pawns to his 2 pieces. So that's a pretty forcing move there. Rook captures. Rook captures on g7, and then if we capture the other piece here, all right, now do we just capture that? Okay, so next, if we move this queen out of the way, we can threaten to just push forward. The obvious move would be queen over here to b8. Let's see. But is there anything we are missing? Queen to b8. Are there any tricky attacks? All right. Queen to b8. Now we can push this pawn forward. We might as well capture this bishop. So capture the bishop. And now this pawn will be able to push forward here. All right, well, I hope you find that one. We'll do one more problem. So let's look at the next puzzle here. The queen has just moved up to e3, attacking our queen, but the queen is protected by the bishop. So if we were to just capture, the bishop would recapture. What do we have here? We could try and just capture this unprotected pawn and attack the rook here, which is unprotected, so that's a possibility. Maybe bishop to b4 with check, but then what? Well, maybe if we move this first, then we still have this threat of the check on b4 with the bishop. All right, is there anything we are missing though in the meantime? All right, so probably one of those moves. Does the immediate bishop to b4 check do anything? The king would move down here maybe. Then we could check Oh, and then we could move back and pin the queen to the king. That may work. Okay. Check. Ah, they don't want it. So they probably wanted the queen move first. Oh, because if we move here, the queen would be able to move up here and block us. But I don't know, then we still have that bishop there. So I don't know, I still think that bishop, I'll have to take a closer look at it. I mean, now we can go there. Nope, they don't want that. Okay. All right, did they want us to just capture here? Just capture with check? No, they don't like that either. Okay, well that's tricky. If they don't want us to capture the rook and they don't want the bishop to go there, then what do they want? Really? Okay, this one is throwing me off. They don't want this move, okay, and they don't want the bishop to check. What else is there in this position? If the queen captures, the king would capture, then we could move here with check, but I don't know about this. This does not. I mean, those look like the best, or this bishop move looks like the best move, or just if we capture there, the king would have to move. Then where does the queen go? Does the queen... Okay. Really? They don't want this bishop move. Okay. Well. I do not see. I mean, what is the other option? To capture? That doesn't work. I don't know. This does not look like... Doesn't look like anything works. Nope. Okay, I don't know. This one is difficult. I do not see what they're even looking for here. You'd think you would just... Let's see, if you captured here, he's in check. Then if he moves to here, you're under attack, so your queen would be what, trapped there? Yeah, I guess your queen would be trapped. But, so you can't capture with the queen, but the bishop move, pinning the queen, I don't understand why that doesn't work. Okay. What can you even do here? Move back here. Okay, they wanted that. Huh. I don't know. Okay, now do they want this pin? Nope. Man, I'm just having all kinds of trouble with this. All kinds of trouble. Okay, now I guess you can just capture this bishop for free. I don't know. That one... Let me go back to the beginning or do a game analysis of it. Okay, so they wanted you to take there. Well, how do I turn on the computer on this? I don't understand why it's not. Okay, they want you to move back. I don't want to do this. I want to look at a computer to figure out why the other moves did not work. Okay, yeah. Let's analyze this. Okay. So why did that not work? So come on, set up position. Set up position. It is black's turn to move here. All right. So bishop to b4 check. So that's interesting. First of all, they want an immediate bishop to b4 check. But instead that, wait, what is going on here? Okay, hold on. Is this even the right position for the problem? Let me get out of here. This is just turning into a disaster. Why will it not let me start from the beginning here? Come on. All right, sorry about this. This is just turning ridiculous. Analysis. So if we turn on the analysis, it's white's turn to move. Okay, now white played this. Okay, now it says queen takes b2. All right, looks like bishop to b4. Huh. With bishop to b4 check, it says that queen to c3 can be played. Well, why wouldn't you just capture then? All right, I might have to take a look at that too. All right, so let's see if oh, that was queen to b4. What about bishop to b4? So here it says the king can just move and run away. Okay, so that doesn't work. So if we go back, queen moves here. The best move is capturing. Okay, now what was played in this position? Queen to d2 is played. All right, now why does this not work? Because bishop to d6 check. Okay. All right, so there's a counter check here. Man, yeah, this is a tricky position. Okay, I think I figured it out. Sorry the video ended up going longer than I wanted. We'll just go back to the beginning, take a look at it. So queen captures here. And then the best move, queen to d2 is good, but rook to d1 is better, it says. Rook to d1. Yeah, I mean, all right. So queen to d2 is played. Queen to b6. And then the attack is played here. Let's see if that was the best move. It says queen to e2. Queen to e2 would be a better move. Anyway, queen's under attack, but now you can just capture this other one. Then black is just ahead here. All right, well, that video, or this video, went on longer than I anticipated. I hope you did better than I did in solving those. But if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave comments or suggestions. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.